Hi everyone and welcome to this week's Monday Memo. Now, has your leader lately asked you to be more commercial or more entrepreneurial, or even get out there and get more involved with the business? Because how to do this is a common question I get messaged on an awful lot, and it can actually seem quite an odd request because the thing is, most accountants and finance professionals, whether we work in practice or in small, medium, or large size corporates, we're probably not the first to call ourselves entrepreneurial. And okay, so what does that mean in practice? And even few of us probably run our own businesses. So technically speaking, we're not really entrepreneurs, but we're being asked to be more like them. So look, I'll do my best to describe what I think this means, or at least start anyway with what such an entrepreneurial mindset involves, because I do believe our leaders are just being well-meaning, because they recognise the importance of what an entrepreneurial mindset means, and getting it right means highly engaged workforces and teams delivering tremendous value for our organisations. So I can understand why they want us to do that. But they're not really helping us much because they don't really break it down for us as to what it means, how to make it easier for us. And if you look out there at sort of traditional accounting training or the finance textbooks, there's not really any section on how to be more entrepreneurial or how to make it, how do you say, from a traditional finance perspective to be more entrepreneurial in practice. So look, I guess the best place to start is, well, what's a good definition of entrepreneurship or entrepreneurialism? My favourite definition is the role of an entrepreneur is to prepare yourself and your business for growth. That's Michael E. Gerber's view of it from the E-Myth Revisited. And there's another quote I will combine with that from Peter Drucker, which is, the purpose of the business is to create and keep a customer. So if you think about it then, as finance professionals, whether we're in corporates or working away in practice, our businesses make decisions, entrepreneurs make decisions. So to be entrepreneurial must then mean helping decision makers prepare their businesses for growth by helping them make better decisions around how to create and keep customers. So let's break this down a little bit more and see what that mindset really involves. Well, an entrepreneurial mindset places the customer, whether that's internal, like as in our stakeholders within an organization, or external, as in the customers in the field buying the goods or services from the businesses and companies we support. The customer's always an opportunity because they always have a number of have-want gaps that need to be closed. And all entrepreneurial-minded finance professionals, all they have to do is find out what those have-want gaps are. I've talked about the stakeholder analysis before. Whether or not, is there a pricing system that's not showing the right prices for those in the organization to use or customers to access? Or how do we know we're making the sufficient margin on particular accounts to continue doing business or adjust how we're doing business? If we can close those gaps, then we're creating and capturing value for our customers, either internally or externally. And as a result, our work then becomes more meaningful, and it's like a continuing game or a treasure hunt of finding out opportunities to think in this way. So the entrepreneurial mindset, if you think about it, really doesn't start with the picture of how accounting and finance teams should be for their own sake, just because we have a budget to go spend and provide employment opportunities for people. The rationale of a true value-creating finance team that's relevant is one that wants to help the business drive towards the wants of customers for whom it wishes to create and keep. And I'm just thinking about it over the coming weeks. I'll deconstruct this mindset further by maybe sharing with you ways on what entrepreneurial looks like in finance and how we can leverage our current work to get there a bit faster if something we want to choose to do. And it's also another opportunity to talk about why you bring guest mentors onto the Strength in Numbers show, because they share with you their journeys. They wouldn't perhaps call them entrepreneurial, but where they've had successes and found out things that have worked well, and had perhaps some failures and figured out how things didn't work well, and how they've then gone on to support the decision makers in their organizations to actually make better decisions about creating and keeping customers. And as a result, they've had very meaningful careers, and share with you how perhaps you could go and do similar. So look, hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you better understand what an entrepreneurial mindset might involve and can start figuring out how to go and get closer to that. And again, would really appreciate if you could let your friends and your colleagues know. They can subscribe at all the major platforms, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud and YouTube. And really appreciate you investing your time with us today. So until next time, take care of yourselves and let's keep on building our strength in the numbers.